issue analysis and identification. Let us start building our advocacy campaign by identifying a core issue that stands behind the problem. This is called a problem and issues analysis, and it's an important part of any advocacy campaign. So let's focus on it in more details. Let's understand what do we mean by saying a root cause. Root cause is an issue that stands behind a problem, which is causing a problem to happen. So finding it is a very important thing to make sure that you are dealing with the roots of the problem rather than with its symptoms. There is a technique which is called a 5 whys technique, which is basically asking a why question to any statement that you say about the problem. Let's make an example. Let's imagine that in one of the communities, people do not have access to the arts education. Let's ask why. The answer might be that there are no specific funds and no spaces in the school. So a possible solution to this would be provide funds and space in the schools. Let's ask why there is no space in the schools and there are no funds. The answer might be that the local government did not provide the funds in its annual budgeting. The possible answer for the advocates might be lobby the regional government to provide enough funds. But let's ask, why did they not provide enough funds for the arts education in the school? The answer might be that the central government did not earmark the resources in their central budget. And then the solution might be to lobby the central government to provide enough funds for the regional governments. And then there might be another question, why didn't central government provide enough funds? And the answer might be that the donor organizations promised to give a grant program and they did not do that. The answer might be to make central government to ask for the donor program again in the next year. And then we can go on and on until we get to the root cause of the problem, that the central government did not care about securing funds for the arts education in the school. But let's note that we may start building a solution to the problem on any level, because every question I asked provided certain level of responsibility from the decision makers and provided opportunities for the advocates to start making some public outcry for the solution of the problem. When starting planning solution of the problem, you need to weigh your resources against the problems that you are aiming to solve. Sometimes problem may be more complex than your resources allow, and then you might want to focus on the less ambitious projects. It's important to weigh your capabilities against the challenges you want to accept. Otherwise, the advocacy campaign may not be so effective, may not achieve desired results. Now that we know the root cause of the problem that we see, we need to see also what do we want our society to look like in the future. We know the problem, we know the root, but now we have to see the solution. And there it comes a visioning exercise. Visioning exercise is a tool to see how do we want our society to look like in the future. And there are several important questions that we might want to answer when doing a visioning exercise. What do we want our society to look like in the future? What actions do we need to perform to make this happen? What indicators would show us that we achieved the desired results? What obstacles do we see on the path to the success? Depending on the scale and ambitions of our organization, we need to select the smart path to achieve the results. The last thing that we need to perform when preparing for the advocacy campaign, we need to conduct an issue analysis. Issue analysis is to find out, do we possess enough resources to reach our goals? Which path do we want to select on the way to our aspirations? And finally, what risks do we see on this way? Are those risks manageable? Can they be neutralized with the resources of our organization? And what coalitions and allies and other similar-minded organizations may we attract on our way to our goals? In this video, we learned how to perform a root cause analysis and policy issue analysis. Those are very challenging but very important parts of the advocacy campaign design. Please pay attention to the materials that are attached to this course. Use them, and I wish you all the success in your advocacy efforts.